G'day and welcome to Twisted Metal Customs. You're with Twisty and Jesse. We are actually getting stuck into this CM Valiant. It's 1980 model. We've got a 440 big block that we've already rebuilt. It's been waiting to get back into this thing. We've just got some good news from the driveline workshop that they're going to make a slip yoke for this. So today we've got about 4 hours worth of time to jam in this thing and see if we can do a budget respray. Stick around and see if we get it done. Okay, in fairness, overall the body is pretty straight within reason. There's about 3 bad dinted sections we've got to hammer and dolly out. We've got a lot of sections where it's just back to steel, where it's got a little bit of, not pitting, but just surface rust, which we'll have to sand back and then put some primer on before we paint it. Now, other than that, the paint itself's fine. It's faded, it's sunburnt, it's still there. The foundation itself's pretty good, so there's not much you really need to do to slap some paint on something to make it work. You can see this is probably the biggest dent we're going to have some trouble with, since sideswiped a pole or whatnot, but maybe we can take the guard off and try to hammer that out. But yeah, we're not going for show quality, we're just going for colour on. It's going to be a sleeper spec, grandpa spec type of car, but with a 440 in it. So what we're going to do now is just zip around, get all the stuff off we can, like the aerials, the handles, whatever we can actually take off, the badges, and prep the panels as best we can to start sanding. Okay, so if you've got a badge or whatever that's stuck on with an adhesive, you can get yourself some builder's line to cut behind it, like a bit of a saw action. You can do that with glass as well, but basically just go through like that and it'll cut the rubber like that. Alright, to get this dent out of this front panel, I'm going to have to take this guard off completely. So I've undone the bolts on that. I'm going to pop that off. To do that, I need to take the trim off. So I'm going to go around and take the trim off first, then take this panel off, and I'm going to try to attack that with some hammer and dolly techniques. Just to tape it up the windows, the part that I hate doing the most, so that's awesome. And yeah, so we're down to 3 hours left. So as you can see, we got the front guard off. We didn't get as far as we wanted today, as in AKA 4-hour paint job, because halfway through we're pulling this thing apart, we actually found out that this shell is really good. Actually, it's really good, near rust free. We've got a few little rust spots, but bugger all. So all the insides and the inners, the inside of the inners are pretty well, yeah, it's still pristine. So we decided to do a full resto on this thing. It's not going to be show car, but a decent resto. So we're going to spend our time a bit better, to crank on this thing and to do it right, rather than just a slap on paint job, which we were going to go for. So the old CM's going to live to see another glorious day properly. So stay tuned if you want to keep seeing this build. I remember a 440 big block's going to get slopped in here with a 727 torque flight. Going to have a slip tail shaft, so that's all ready to go. It's basically the car, so hopefully this one won't take too long. We don't know what colour yet. I've got my idea, Jess has got her idea, but we want to hear what you guys have to say. Anything else you want us to do on this thing, or any ideas, whether it's custom flutes or a cool bonnet or some crazy thing on it? I don't want to do OEM restoration, it's not going to be stock, so don't get that out of your head right now. If it tickles your fancy, give it a sub, because we're trying to get to 10,000 subs before December, so we need a miracle to happen. So sub,